Hi, I'm Erik Linask here at IT Expo West in Austin, Texas, and it's my pleasure to have in our newsroom studio today Joe Habib. Joe's from WildPackets. Joe, welcome. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
So maybe start off, tell me a little bit about who's WildPackets.
So WildPacket's been in the protocol analysis, network analysis business for over 20 years. Basically, we capture network traffic, and we have the ability to visualize it. We work with wireless, 10 gig, different forms. We can do data forensics, and that's really our forte.
So what's changing in the network analysis world these days?
You know, the biggest change that we end up seeing is faster speeds and feeds coming in. Converged networks have a big effect in being able to provide analytics that deal with those converged networks and easily pinpoint people to when issues are arising or what specific it may be is really the main driving force that we see in the market today.
So really, much like lots of other services and products, it's a question of scalability and just handling a greater flow of data.
Right, and I think with IT services starting to shrink, what we end up seeing is that they're shoving all of this basically through the network, and when problems start to happen, how do you identify? Is it the voice over IP system? Is it the wireless system? Is it just the amount of data that you're pushing through? And because we're seeing all of that data and capturing it, we have the ability to first determine if it's at a lower level in the network or even higher at the application level.
So where does WildPacket sit in the network?
We're completely passive, and that's one of the advantages of our product compared to some of the other products out there. Being passive, we don't put any additional load. So if you were taking 10 gigs of data and trying to send 10 gigs of data to monitor it, obviously it could put a tremendous stream on the network. Basically, because we're completely passive, we can capture all of that data and just report up what we're seeing.
Excellent. What's new at WildPackets?
Well, we've just introduced what we call our Compass Live product, and what Compass Live is, it's a kind of entry level for people who are typically used to using like Wireshark or creating TCP dump files, and trying to go through packet analysis, packet by packet, and determine, okay, do I have one IP that's standing out above the best, or do I have a spike by a particular protocol? This product at a low barrier of entry is a good introductory product that we just introduced for people, and it's interactive where it allows people to zoom in on data. It deals with wired and wireless also, so you can plot signal levels if you're interested in how signal strength doing for like beacons compared to what a particular IP or node on that wireless network's doing.
So what kind of company would be interested in it?
If a company is interested in visualizing, I guess the simplest way to put it is if they're used to taking TCP dump files or PKT files and looking at them now in Wireshark, and they're used to that basic analysis of looking at packets, this gives them a visual representation. So anybody who's typically looking at those is typically interested in visualizing that data, because it makes, when you can see graphically what's happening, it's a lot easier than looking at a packet decode, for example.
What impact is this enormous and relatively fast-paced movement to cloud-based services having on network traffic through the enterprise?
What we're starting to see also is that there's a bigger trend of dependency, and it's really finger pointing. Is it the cloud-based service that you're having a problem with? Is it internal to your network? And that's actually one of the services we offer, is we call it our third-party arbitration, where we can look at the packets and tell you, yes, the packets are arriving on time, or they're not arriving on time, or there was a delay at this application level is what's causing a problem. So, from us, it's just moving services to different segments of the network, and we just look at those segments and determine, are things arriving when they're supposed to arrive or not.
Great. We're talking here at IT Expo West in Austin with Joe Habib from WildPackets. Joe, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you.